for most of the season, but the Boston Globe is saying that the injury is a bit more serious here. So, Shannon, is this a big deal or no big deal?
I don't believe it's a big deal, Skip, for the simple fact if it was an issue, he would have been put at least once or twice on the injury report, and he never showed it on the injury report. He never gave no indication with his play that his knee, his lower extremities were bothering him. I believe this is more of a cleanup, something that, you know, like, okay, we can make it through the season. I heard Bruce say there were some Wednesdays in which he didn't throw.
Yep.
And that was obviously to preserve his shoulder, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. As quarterbacks start to age, they don't throw every day like they normally did early in their career, Skip. So I think it's going to be an easy, it probably set him back maybe 2-3 weeks in his training, Skip. But I don't think it's anything to, oh my God, Tom Brady. The only thing is, Skip, is that he's going to be 44, and he's having a little minor procedure. That's the only, I'm not, it's not an ACL. I mean, they make it seem like the man's going to have to, you know, he's going to be on a non-weight bearing for 6 months, Skip.
Yep.
It's probably a scope, probably some loose particles in there. They're going to go in there, look, clean it up, and Tom will be back, I'm sure, feel very comfortable saying he'll be back to Tom within 2 weeks, and he'll continue his routine, and he'll be just fine. I'm not going to make a big deal out of this.
Okay. So, what do we know about Tom's injury history? Just one time.
Right.
Right? First game, 2008.
Yep.
Bernard Pollard changed the rule because he planted to throw, put his left foot down, and he got rolled into ACL, gone for the year. Because
you remember, Skip, in '99, that's the same injury, that's the same play that ended Trent Green and got Kurt Warner in there. Rodney Harrison did the exact same thing in a preseason game.
So now you cannot roll into planted
Can't tackle him in the pocket, below the waist.
Okay. That was ACL.
ACL, MCL.
And MCL. So he's had the left knee got destroyed, and he had to rebuild it completely. You always have to beware of that history because he still wears a sleeve on that left one.
And a knee brace.
And a knee brace.
Yes.
But he wears the sleeve to play golf. He had the sleeve on at the parade the other day.
Yes.
And by the way, when he heaved the Lombardi trophy from boat to boat, he's going to have the sleeve on just to make sure if anything goes wrong, you know, where he's getting a little crazy, you want to protect it.
You know what it tells me, Skip? Is that normally when you have MCL problems, Skip, you probably get fluid buildup. I always had to wear, I had knee problems, Skip, and so when I traveled, I always had to wear that compression sleeve on it to keep some of the swelling out. Now, it still will swell, and sometimes I would have to get it drained. But so I believe that's why Tom wears that sleeve, is try to keep that compression on there so the knee doesn't balloon up on it.
Okay, so that's my only concern is you've already had it, and this is left knee that you're going to get scoped. This is arthroscopic surgery.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cartilage cleanup.
Yes.
And just for those, not that I'm a doctor, but I have a lot of history with my knees, and I get it. There are ligaments, and they're the structure of your knee.
Right. That's
the
the stability of the knee.
Yes, the stability. And then there's cushion called cartilage.
Right.
And you have X amount of cushion, and every once in a while, a little piece of cartilage gets torn, and it's a flap, and it just flaps free.
Right.
And if it flaps free in the mechanism of your knee, if it gets caught, oh, Lord have mercy on you, because you are going to scream bloody murder. So if it gets caught, it will just annoy you and frustrate you until you get it clipped off.
Yep.
So there are depths of tears in the cushion.
Right.
You can just have a little flap.
Right.
I've had it 3 times, and I was lucky, thank you God, knock on wood. I had 3 little tears where they could just clip it off and preserve the bulk of my cushion.
Right.
Because if you don't have any more cushion left, you're bone on bone, and you cannot operate anymore.
Yeah,
you cannot
it won't
run.
be long before you have a knee replacement.
That is correct. So I've seen little tears, and I've seen one big tear. To my knowledge, Russell Westbrook in that Patrick Beverly incident going in early in the playoffs. Remember that?
Get ready to call a timeout, and Pat sideswiped him.
He sideswiped him, and that blood remains bad.
Yes.
But Russell had a deep tear into his cartilage that required a couple of surgeries, and he missed the whole playoffs. If you have what I've gone through, minor, just a little flap to be cut and you go forward, the recovery is shockingly fast.
Right.
Where week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the outside. I've had it 3 times, and it was 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks recovery. And then I'm back running full speed. And obviously, I do not play professional football or basketball. I play a little basketball, and I'm still good to go on the basketball court, but I run a lot on concrete occasionally, mostly on treadmill. But my point is, I can get away with it. Because it was minor. They're saying this is minor. So the probability he's going to be okay, but it's on the left knee where it's not that stable, where it had to be rebuilt. I
think the thing is, Skip, also, if that's his plant knee. That's the knee he rolls up over the top of.
Absolutely.
I think you can get away with it, Skip, because it's not like he's going to interfere with his mobility. It's not like he's Lamar Jackson.
That's a great point.
He's not running around. He be
does
fine.
Need to be able to maneuver in the pocket. So if there comes a point where you have real knee issues, where it is debilitating to you, it'll halt his career.
And for the most part, Skip, I think it's for more peace of mind. Because Peyton Manning wore a knee brace. And I think the thing is that it was just more peace of mind just having it there. John Elway lost his ACL in high school. So he didn't have one. And, you know, he wore that the knee brace. I think it's just like a security. It's like Lionel with the blanket. That's his security. Tom probably doesn't need it. But for him in his mind, because I see Skip, I see him throwing. A lot of times he's throwing without it. But come game time,
it's on.
It's on.
No, I agree with you. But to your point, a lot of, you know, going back to a Michael Vick, who we're going to have on the show in a little bit, if you tell him you got to wear a knee brace, it's like, I can't do it. It's going to restrict me, right?
Yeah, especially mobile guys. I mean, Skip, you see
one last time for Tom Brady, because he has actually been very blessed in his career. He's gotten through relatively unscathed. Really
no shoulder problems, Skip. He's had some minor irritation in his elbow in 2019. Missed a few days, but nothing that would cause him to miss a game or 3 games or a week. Like I said, he missed that 15 games in 2008, but for the most part, he's been unscathed through the injury department.
And he attributes all of the above to pliability.
Yeah, you can be pliable when you're the quarterback.
I know.
You try to play that other... You see Gronk, Skip, remember Gronk tried to do pliability, and they broke him up?
They broke him up. But again, with his trainer, Alex Guerrero, who he publicly pledged allegiance to yesterday and congratulated for all, and their blood brothers, obviously, they said no more or very little weights, no more heavy lifting.
He does more bands than anything.
And they want stretching. They want pliable. They want you to be able to move with the collision with the blow.
Because they say the more pliable the muscle is, the more your body will be able to give. And so if you get in a situation where that muscle's going to grab, then something's got to tear or something's got to break. Where if you're pliable, Skip, he's like, okay, you know. But plus he knows, Skip, that thing get close, he dropped like a pile of bricks, Skip. You're not getting no hit on Tom Brady.
Duck and cover. Thank you.
He done turned into the Emmitt Smith of quarterback. You wouldn't go get no clean shot on Emmitt.
Well, and he's going to be 44 years old next year.
He has done plenty right to avoid injury over these last couple of years. Well, we wish him all the best. Guys, Steph Curry has named his favorite NFL player